What's up, everybody? Coach for the Soul Thursdays at 3 has begun. If you're watching this live, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, would you please subscribe to my channel? Would you please watch my videos? And would you please leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji, because YouTube will use those algorithms to send Coach for the Soul around the planet for people who need a little bit more Coach for the Soul. Also, I'm running psychic reading specials this week at billhobart.com. So check those out too. Yeah. So we'll see who pops on. See who pops on. Yeah. See who comes on here and see. Yeah. We'll see. So a lot of stuff's going on. This is going to be a partially political reading. So if you don't hear the politics things, it's going to be throughout the video. So hi, Nancy. So your choice, but I'm becoming more and more that way, okay? So, everything is combining together. Hey, Robin. Hey, Pat. Yep, everything is combining together. So, if you don't want to talk about the politics and things, you want to keep your head in the sand, that's good, fine. But it's going to be all kinds of political stuff. So, yes, lots of amazing things this week. A lot of this stuff's going on this week. And so we're going in that direction. Yes, we'll talk about other stuff too, but the majority of this will be political. So if you are not into it, hey, Kathy, go watch one of my other ones, or wait till next week, or watch it. You might learn something. So yeah, nice day in Detroit today. It is mostly cloudy, but the sun's out, kind of, sorta, and it's like 70 degrees outside. Nice and cool, so it's nice. It doesn't feel like end of September, so that's a good thing. Okay, so we'll see who else comes on. Give it another minute or so, and then we'll start. Because almost did this early today, and just like taped it, because it's like right there, ready to happen. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be an hour and some, like it was last week. I don't know. So yeah. So hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're having a pretty good week. Give you a heads up that October is going to be an absolute freaking circus. So be prepared for that. And again, we're going to do a little Diddy stuff too, okay? Again, if you don't want to hear about the Diddy stuff, hey, Laura, if you don't hear about Diddy, then again, it's part of Pluto being back in Capricorn. So it's going to be current events, let's say. Okay? So we're going to start. Okay, so, chimes. What are you going to start with? We're going to start with that or that? Okay, we're going to start with the political stuff, okay? And this is all because of Pluto being in Capricorn, okay? Pluto is tear it down and rebuild it, all right? Way it is. Capricorn is the government. Capricorn is structure. Capricorn is your structure, your boundaries, your everything, okay? And we're leaving the third dimension, everybody. Okay, we're at the Pluto is at 29 degrees of Capricorn. What does that mean? It is the last degree in that zodiac sign. It will be there until starting October 16th, and it stations direct. Right now it's retrograde. Okay, for the last time in the next 248 years. All right. For all of us Capricorns, all of us, again, any earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? They've all felt it. Leo feels it a little bit too, all right, about the deconstruction. And so I talked about this about a month ago, okay? Got a little backlash, but it is what it is, okay? I'm not going to stifle myself anymore and not, hey, Erica, and not do what I'm guided to do, okay? Because people don't watch the news. If you don't watch all the news, then guess what? You're going to get caught with your pants down. And you're going to wonder WTF. Okay? Hey, Adrian. All right. So, like I was saying, 29 degrees of Capricorn. It is retrograde. It's basically not going to move. Okay. And on October 16th, it stations direct at 29 degrees. Okay. But the energy is going basically standstill. And then on November 16th, it goes into Aquarius for the next 20 years. Okay? Now, the next month are going to be absolutely jacked up. It's going to be jacked up. Okay? About a month or so ago, I believe I said on the program that about the deaths of Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Okay? I believe I did. Anyway, I'm going to recap it, I guess. The week of October 16th, Donald Trump may pass away. Just from him. He's very sick. He's very sick. Okay? And his whole stop the steal and the whole everything like that he's just the face of what's behind him. Okay? He will not win. Right? So there's going to be a massive, it's not a civil war, but it's going to be pretty messed up when he doesn't survive the election. If he does survive it, he will die soon after. But the week of October 17th, what I'm getting from Spirit is the fact that there's something going on in the universe with Pluto in Capricorn, okay? Because as all of us know, we've gone through transformation, right? Well, the country's going through transformation also. Remember, the country's been chosen by God, by the universe, by the whoever takes care of us, right? To bring the fifth dimension to the world. Why? Because we're the youngest country in the world. We're the most powerful country in the world, economically and militarily. But everyone here is an immigrant, right? Everybody here is from someplace else, like them. Okay? So they chose us, again, 248 years, 249 years, I think it is, we've been America, right? So don't have any past life baggage, any last country baggage, right? None of that. So we're on the trajectory to lead the world out of third dimension. As we purge, we've all purged, right? All of us have purged in the last 16 years with Pluto being in Capricorn, right? Because again, how much has your life structure changed? How much has your life changed in the past 16 years? A lot. I'm a totally different guy, right? In retail shoes, 35 years. I was going to be a retail person until I retired, right? Well, they had other ideas, okay? Right? So it's either going to be the week of October 17th where he either has a heart attack or something happens where he passes away. Okay? That will incite the MAGA. Okay? If it's after the election, it will incite the MAGA. With blame of it wasn't him just passing away, it was somebody else. Now, I also got that a Middle Eastern country, I believe it's Iran, is out to murder him. Okay? Because of who he is. And they don't want empowerment of other nations that he would actually empower. Putin, China, Russia, China, other dictators, okay? Although Iran is dictatorship also under religion, okay? But they just don't, they want him gone, okay? Hey, Ryan, and I understand that. I get it from Spirit, right? So, October 17th, the week of, if it doesn't happen that week, it will happen after the election. And Spirit has also said that Joe Biden will pass in the spring, okay? But Donald Trump has to pass first before Joe Biden passes away, okay? And the way the Spirit showed me is, in just, again, I was doing nothing. I was just like looking at videos and things like that. They just boom. Okay, this is what's gonna happen next month. It's gonna be really tumultuous. It's gonna be really messy. Okay, there is a lot of planets that are going retrograde. Jupiter's going retrograde next month. Saturn already is in retrograde. Mars will go into retrograde in December. I believe at the end of the month, maybe the beginning of the month. I'm not sure, right? So all these powerful planets, again, Neptune and Uranus, right? Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn, okay? So everything that is going on, that is happening, is for the fifth dimension. It's for that fifth dimensional energy that has already infiltrated the United States, okay? And more people are being activated, and they don't know what the heck's going on, okay? I've had more people in the last 2 weeks call me about WTF. Bill, I don't get it. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on. Because they're having vivid dreams. They're having lucid dreams. They're having all kinds of remembrance dreams from their childhood. Again, they're being cleared out so that the energy from 5D can be activated inside their bodies. Okay? But having that one event happen after 2 tries, okay? Spirit tells me they were both staged. That's what I get, okay? But this one could be possibly serious, or it could be just something that's been being put out there. But again, Spirit talked about this a month ago or so. That I know it's going to be something about Trump's heart. Yeah, there's something wrong with him already. Okay, Spirit keeps pointing me at his heart. Okay, that he won't be able to breathe. That he will basically pass away, drop and pass away. Okay, and again, we have to be prepared for the events of after that, just like we will have to after the election. Okay, there's going to be another insurrection, and it's going to be bigger than last time, because he has every one of them on edge about fighting. The great thing is once he's gone, MAGA shrinks. It shrinks. Okay, so it gets less and less because no one has his power over MAGA. Again, it's his personality. It's an addictive personality, and people who come from the shadows are looking for someone to be their master, to be their retribution, let's say, okay, to the rest of society. So when this occurs, when this happens, do I want it to happen? No. I'd rather have it be natural, right? And this is a natural thing that possibly could happen. They're telling me it's going to happen, okay, in that time period. I know, Spirit, because Spirit keeps saying because he's not well. He's not well. Okay, so as we go forward into next week, okay, on the 2nd, I mistakenly thought it was last week, but it's on the 2nd, the solar eclipse of the new moon. Okay, the solar eclipse of the new moon, I believe that's what it is, and it's October 2nd. Now, what's that going to entail? It's going to be intense as hell, okay? Just like the partial lunar eclipse was on the super new moon, or on the super full moon, okay? That it's going to be something that's going to be impactful to all of us. It is going to, I mean, the last one kicked my behind, but I released a bunch of stuff. So it was awesome, right? This will challenge you. This one will truly challenge you. Like I wrote on Facebook, I think a week ago, is anybody else awake? Because I was awake all night long. I mean, I think I finally fell asleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and pretty girl, she woke me up at 6:30. Come on, Dad, let's go for a walk, because she was asleep the whole freaking time, right? So again, energy from above that is already inside of us is being activated, right? Energy above is holding us, I don't want to say accountable, but is holding us in place until we release. Holding us in place until we release. Okay? It's about recognizing what it is, because it's them. Guys, it's them. It's nothing else. There's nothing wrong with you physically. There's nothing wrong with you at all. It is them holding us accountable for, okay, I need you to I need you to basically release. And for me, the day after Daisy bit me, which was a week ago yesterday, that night, I think I mentioned this on Coach for the Soul last week, as I was like, okay, Spirit, it was a bad day. It was a bad day from start to finish, right? It was just bad. Energy was bad. Everything was bad. And that, again, was because holding me accountable, right? And what did I need to do with that? Before I went to sleep on Thursday night, I said, okay, Spirit, I need you to take this shit away. You need to take it away. It no longer serves me. It's time for you to take it from me, right? It is time for you to, I'm allowing you to take it, but I can't release it. I need you to take it from me. Well, they listened. No, that was Wednesday. That was Wednesday, the night that she bit me. That was Thursday morning. Thursday morning, I woke up before Coach for the Soul, and everything was gone. That's why I channeled so well last week, because there was nothing in between me and them. All right. And I dreamed. I remember them doing it. Again, I talked about it last week, I believe. They reached inside my crown chakra and they hooked everything up from my belly button up, and just poof, one good swoop, and just pulled it all out. Okay? That's what you have to do. You have to allow them to do that. Okay? You have to give them permission to do that. Because if you don't give them permission, they can't do it. And by saying, Spirit, I need you to take this from me. I need you to just pull it out and take it. They take layers upon layers upon layers of stuff that we can't release because it's past lives. Not this lifetime, it's past life stuff, right? For us and our family. So understanding that, right? We have to allow them to take it. Spirit, I need you to take this from me, because you know what? I can't do it myself. I need you to help me with that. Surrender. Surrender, right? That's part of surrendering. Because you can't do it. And in that process, ego's not even involved in that. It's not even involved in that. See? So when you get to that point next week, that's what you do. If you're up all night, you get 2 hours sleep, whatever, because you can't sleep because you're exhausted, but your body won't let you fall asleep. There's a reason for that. Because they have to. Daisy's underneath me, sorry. I didn't want to step on her. They have to put you in an awkward, uncomfortable position. So you finally go, okay, just take it. Just freaking take it. Take it. I can't do this anymore. And that super moon, partial lunar eclipse last week. Was it last week? I think it was last week. Yeah. Was crazy. It was crazy. I was fine the night of, right? But the next day, nah, not good. So expect that next week. One day, I don't know what. I'm playing with my nose. Sorry, guys. Let me see. That would be next Wednesday again. Yeah. So next Wednesday will be the solar eclipse. Okay. So be prepared on Thursday to possibly have a day that is like WTF. Okay. Prepare for it. I'll be posting things from Healing Energy Tools and the rest of them to give you ways of doing it. Again, I'm going to start posting horoscope videos from the people that I follow, and because they're pretty good, and also different things on my Bill Clairvoyant page. It will also be on Bill Hobart. It'll also be on Bill Hobart Clairvoyant Medium Psychic. All 3 are Facebook pages. Okay, I can't put them on Instagram because they won't allow me to. So they're all going to be on that, because guess what? We're going to need guidance, everybody. We're going to need guidance, right? Because this is a big thing. This is a huge thing. A huge thing. That we are on the precipice of greatness. We're on the precipice of you getting everything that you freaking want. But you got to believe you deserve it. And take that freaking hurt and anger and WTF, and I don't think I'm going to get it. I don't think I'm going to get it. Been there, done that shit. It doesn't work. right? You being a victim doesn't work at all. It's like to put them big boy pants on, them big girl pants on, right? Put them on. You know, work on this stuff here by, again, setting intentions every day. What do you want to get done? Right? When I start to spiral into WTF, oh, no, but we're not doing that. Oh, no, but we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Because we're all energy beings. And the energy is going up and down and up and down and up and down. We're all feeling it. That's not you. It's this. But they're bringing up, what do I need to release? What do we need to work on? And if you're not working on it, guys, I'm telling you what, you're going to crash. You're going to crash. You're going to crash. Okay? So just take care of yourself. Drink plenty of spring water or whatever kind of water except for tap water. It doesn't matter. Right? Eat good food. Spirit says, make sure that you take care of yourself. Get enough sleep. Right? Get out of your freaking head. How do you do that? Take a walk. It's still nice outside in Michigan. It ain't snowing yet. It's coming, but it ain't snowing yet, right? When we have to hibernate or walk in the snow, which is cool too. I love it. But as we get closer to January 6th, okay, there's going to be a lot of things. The Spirit has warned us about this for almost a year, okay? There's going to be people who set off bombs. There's going to be people who unimaginable things are going to happen to us as a collective. As a country, okay? And countries around the world that are not our friends are going to be, yay. Well, those people aren't going to be there much longer, okay? We've already talked about that, right? Dictators will fall in the next 5 years, okay? So 2025 is going to be great after March. After March is going to be great, okay? It's going to be really, 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 really nice because everything is going to be settled, let's say, okay? We probably will not have an election call on election night or weeks after. Okay. Also, I got this message that if Trump is still alive, okay, that they've already planned on snipers protecting him. It's the mafia. Be honest. Okay? So if he's still around, that's a possibility. Because Spirit showed me long guns with people protecting him. Like a mob boss. Okay? Because he doesn't care about winning. He wants to take over the country and make himself a dictator. That's God's honest truth. Okay? No bullshit, no anything. I'm telling you, that's what Project 2025. Read it. Crazy that any group of white people could believe they could do it. But they failed last time. But you only surprised us once. The government is prepared. Okay? President Biden is prepared. President Harris is going to be prepared because she's the VP. She knows what's going on. See? So again, you have to pay attention so that you don't get in the wrong place at the wrong time. Know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid because you're protected by God and Spirit, right? You're surrounded by white light. Don't worry about that, okay? But watch your children. Watch what your children say. Watch what you talk about in front of your children. If you're in fear, if you're worried, right? Have a regular Thanksgiving. Have a regular Christmas, right? Do whatever you possibly can by tuning that out because you're part of the collective. If you're watching Coaching for the Soul, you're connected. Or you'd have been long gone past me already, right? So, again, get yourself ready through meditation, through parenting yourself. If your heart's in a bad place, you do your tapping, right? Take those 2 fingers right there. Put them on your sternum, put your palm on your breast or your pec, and just tap so you can hear it. And all you do is say, Spirit, I need to take this energy away because it's not mine. It's fear. It's not mine. It's not mine, Spirit. And guess what? In seconds, it goes completely away. Now that doesn't mean that ego's not going to put it back there. Ego, stop. This is when you really have to make sure that you're parenting your child. Parenting the child inside. We all have it, right? If they're healed or kind of unhealed, most of us are kind of unhealed. We're never going to get rid of it. We're human. Okay? We're human. And so understanding that we have to protect that little Billy inside, let's say. We're grown. I can take care of us, I promise. I promise I can take care of us. Right? We're all grown. We're not little anymore. We're not young anymore. No one can hurt us anymore. And then you go, and so I need you to go back to sleep. And guess what happens? He pretty much goes back to sleep. Haven't had an episode in a long time. But that doesn't mean that ego, my ego's right here. Ego's not still tied to my freaking heart. And ego's always on trigger. Okay? So again, take care of yourself. Understanding that you're protected. Your children are protected. Your spouse is protected. Right? You can go outside and do your thing. Right? It isn't going to happen in Metro Detroit anyway. New York, Washington, D.C., possibly Miami, right? Houston, where the oil refineries are at. Anything to jack the price of oil up so that people get afraid. See? Thank God we're the largest oil producer in the world. Goes on the world stage to keep the prices lower and lower. I mean, in Detroit, prices, they say they're going to be $3 a gallon by November. Well, under that. Well, there's plans by them to not have that happen, for them to rise to $4 a gallon, $4.50 a gallon before the election, okay? By sabotaging something with bombs. L.A., Washington State, possibly Oregon, Denver for sure because of the airport that is there. See? So it's all been planned out for the last 4 years, everybody, okay? They have methodically planned this out, Spirit says, to the T of what they believe the reaction from the government will be. They believe that they're going to catch them off, that they're going to, catch them at the pants down. Well, what the Spirit tells me, people have already been contacted. They've already been programmed. It's already been programmed. Money has been moved to cities around the country that to hire protection, to pay for the National Guard, which will protect Denver's airport, let's say, the refineries in Houston, Times Square, New York, D.C., all of it. Okay, so those are just some of the things that what Spirit has told me more than likely are going to happen. They'll either all go off at the same time, or they'll do them one or two at a time, to make people go, oh my gosh, it's another 9/11. It's not. But it's leading towards an insurrection. That's the plan, right? They have so many people already in line to take over the government. Okay? And they're praying that Joe Biden passes away before that, because that will throw the government into chaos. Because Kamala Harris is going to be the President of the United States in 2025 and beyond, right? Well, she's not there yet. She's VP. So again, that can bring chaos. It can bring chaos to people, okay? And it depends upon where you get your news from. I'm telling you, this is entertainment purposes only. This is what I've gotten from my spirit guides for the past 6 months. And I'm doing it all more. I'm doing it more impactful today, more direct today, because they tell me that I need to, because of October 2nd. Okay, with that freaking full moon, that solar eclipse that's going to happen on the 2nd. Okay. Don't be fearful. Don't pack away money. Don't think there's not gonna be any food. Don't get a bunker. No, that could be that. Trust me. Trust me. Spirit just said, we'll fight our own people if we have to. But he can declare martial law, okay, and take over everything. So, will that happen? I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so. But as we get closer and closer to January the 6th, things are going to get tight. It's going to be, from what Spirit tells me, there will be nothing for New Year's Eve in New York. Okay, they will more than likely not have that group of people there because of what could possibly happen. It won't be a lockdown. It will be canceled. It will be canceled. Okay, and that's just to protect. That's just to protect people. Okay. Okay. Where are we at in time? Okay, cool. Okay. There might be a little bit more of that when it comes up, but Spirit wants me to talk about, again, Pluto being in Capricorn. Okay. So Pluto in Capricorn, again, destruction planet and rebuilding, right? Capricorn structure, your business, Diddy. Okay? Doing the things that he's done to people to keep him under his label, to control them. Okay? And I knew about this years ago. I didn't get confirmation from Spirit that it was actually going on. But the government was infiltrated it, and absolutely, he's now in jail. He will never get out of jail. He will never get out of jail. He's in one of the worst jails in the country, for a reason. Okay, in solitary confinement, for a reason. $50 million on his head if somebody kills him. Okay, again, so the secrets don't come out, but the government already knows the secrets. Everybody, it knows who was at the parties, who was doing what to whom, how many drugs were used, blah, 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 blah. They know everything. Unfortunately, he taped them all. So they have absolute evidence of what happened with that 40, 50 people in the bedrooms, right? Their business, it's cool. Do you want to do that? That's fine. But the racketeering and the videotaping and the drugging and all those types of things, the control, again, Pluto in Capricorn. Your life implodes when you're doing wrong things. When you're doing things like that against humans, against mankind, let's say, right? It's absolutely going to blow up in your face, because this is the last time Pluto will be in Capricorn for 248 years, right? Anything that is absolutely evil is going to come to the surface. Okay? This is one of them. I don't know if anybody heard today, but the mayor of New York City just got indicted. Okay? Now, a mayor of New York City has never been indicted ever when they're in office. Maybe after, but not in office. Okay? This guy, allegedly, he's indicted for bribery, taking kickbacks, racketeering, all kinds of things. And there's evidence that he it was influenced by Turkey, and like 6 different countries were giving him money through other people. All right? So again, the largest city in the world, okay? The biggest structure in the world, New York City, right? I don't know how many millions of people live in the boroughs and everything else, right? In Metro New York, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, right? So just before Mercury or Pluto pulls out of Capricorn for good on November 16th, all of this comes to pass. All of this comes to pass. Okay? Again, Pluto in Capricorn. So all of these, and there's going to be more scandals. There's going to be more things. There's going to be more things that come out. Okay? A lot of stuff with the Diddy thing, right? And they're going to name people, and they're going to be accessories to the crime. And I'm telling you, there's going to be people that you never ever thought, because their persona was under wraps, that you never thought, and there'll be videos of them. And there's going to, again, will they show them? No. Will they leak on the internet? Probably so. But huge people, huge movie stars, huge heads of state, I mean, huge corporations. So far, there's been 9 CEOs that have completely quit their jobs because there's video of them having sex with men. God bless them. It's fine. As long as you're not doing the other stuff that goes with it. Right? It doesn't matter. To me, right? Because gay's good. It doesn't matter. Right? People don't matter. Again, color of skin doesn't matter. Again, there's no prejudice in that at all. There's no prejudice for me at all with anything. Yeah, I'm a freaking gay dude that was gay at 8 years old. So for me, it's like, yeah, I know what that's all about. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. You know? Doesn't matter to my family. Right? But we know, just from the rhetoric, there's a lot of people out there who have been led to believe that it's wrong. And it's not. It's whatever. I don't care what you do. Just don't do it wrongfully. Because you can't do it wrongfully. Right? So, there's going to be more and more people who resign from their jobs as CEOs. There's going to be I know that 2 or 3 actors, actresses have cleared their Twitter feed completely. Okay, which is very interesting to me, because I can't imagine they'd have anything on Twitter that was about this. But again, you don't actually know. But you can watch some of the videos, especially of Justin Bieber, and wow. How could somebody do that to a kid that young? He should end up in jail forever. Prison forever. They won't last that long, just like Jeffrey Dahmer, because somebody's going to kill him. Right? There's no way Diddy's ever going to get out. And I haven't asked them yet about how long he's going to survive, but through trial. Okay, which will be next year, after Pluto's in Aquarius. See, out of Capricorn. It's already been exposed. Now we have to go through the justice system to see what your penalty is. And all those people are going to be called as witnesses. Justin Bieber will be called as a witness. Okay? Understanding, if you listen to his songs, see some of the videos online, that when Diddy's patting him down to see if he's wired, he's like 14, 15 years old. Right? And how Usher's involved with all this. He's going to jail too. Guaranteed going to jail. I know. There's a lot of them going to jail. There's a lot of people you wouldn't have not expected they would be part of this. They're all going to be charged. They're all going to be charged. Okay? So, again, more circus. Right? More circus. So think about that. Think about New York City. Again, if there's any other corrupt, this DOJ is free to do what it needs to do, right? Without influence from anybody or anything. And they've done their work in the last 3 years. That's almost 4 years, right? So all of these cases are going to come up. They're going to come out, because it has to come out before the election, or before Pluto leaves Capricorn. They don't know that, but they know that. See? So more of the circus, more of the craziness, more of the WTFs, let's say. Okay? So you can't believe it. One thing that I want everybody to understand is you have to be educated. You have to be educated, right? I don't know if everybody saw this or not, but MSNBC was in Saginaw, Michigan, Wednesday night. Okay, they were telecasting from Lansing, our capital, but they had videotaped all day long. Union people, union men basically, in Saginaw, and talked about the election. And the older guys were like, you know what, guys, you got to pull your head out of your ass, because you know what? These younger kids, right, in their 20s, who don't watch news, who don't do anything at all. And if they do, it's on the internet. You never know what you're going to get on the internet. I mean, if you want to know, watch all 3 networks, CNN, MSNBC, and Fox, and then make a decision. Because you can pretty much tell which one is which, okay? But these older guys were saying, man, pull your head out of your ass, because you know what? This is what you're not thinking about. You're not thinking about anything, but they're 20 years old. That's why, in their 20s. And none of them are educated to the point, because they live in freaking Saginaw, right? And there's not a lot of community up there. It's all just white people. Except black folks too, Latin stuff like that, right? But it isn't like it is in Metro Detroit, where we have everything, everybody, right? We pretty much all get along, which is kind of interesting that we have that legacy after the riots of 1967. And I believe that's why we're blessed with that, because we were the heart of absolute chaos for a really long time. For a really long time. They basically, again, people actually burnt down the city. But they needed to burn down the city. Because of what, and I don't mean this to be racist, because it's not. White people have done to black people. And Latin people. And Chinese, right? Asians. I mean, again, we're guilty of a lot of stuff, everybody. White people are guilty of a lot of stuff. Okay? Unfortunately. Fortunately, that's starting to shift. That's starting to change, right? Body cameras on cops. Rogue people, rogue things. That will all come to an end by 2030. Okay? So get yourself educated on things. Get yourself out to vote. Mail in your vote, right? I got mine. I'm going to mail it in. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to get received. Okay, cool. I'm all good, right? But you got to vote. You got to vote. I don't care who you vote for. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. As long as you vote, because that is your voice. That is your voice. And again, on one side or the other, right? I mean, I know it could possibly be a landslide for Kamala Harris because people are just tired. And it's the end of Pluto in Capricorn. Okay? The collective is with Pluto moving into Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Lovely. Wonderful. It's 20 years long. Great. But Pluto still is a deconstruct planet and rebuilding planet. That is part of the Aquarius, the age of Aquarius theme, is getting all of these things away, right? Getting all these things put away, ending them, and rebuilding. Age of Aquarius. See? And can you imagine where we'll be in 20 years? It blows my mind how euphoric it's going to be, how wonderful it's going to be, how in our lifetimes, again, I'll be 85, which is kind of scary, but in our lifetimes, how much change we've seen. That's why we're here. We're on the planet to see the transformation. We're on the planet to help others go through their ascension. Just this week alone, I've talked to 2 people that I haven't talked to in 3-4 years, out of the blue. One guy was he was working and he was reading something and Spirit said, Bill. I worked with him at Nordstrom. Bill. He went, I think I got to call Bill. So he called me yesterday, left a message because I was busy, and I called him last night. We talked for like an hour. I haven't talked to him in like 4 years, right? He's now got a baby. It's lovely. He thanked me for keeping him and his wife together because he was like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna have blah 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 when we work together. No, dude, she's your wife, and you're gonna have a baby like really quick. Well, guess what they did? Got married and they had a baby really quick. He's like, Bill, I can't. God, I thank you so much, dude. Again, I'm supposed to do that for you. It's like we're working together. See? Same way with you guys. When you start to really use your connection, when you really start to use your energy in the proper way as they unleash you, and people start to approach you, like I was talking about last week, they're going to see your light. They're going to be focused on exactly who the person is. Friend of a friend of a friend, whatever it might be. See? But you're going to be called into service. All of you are. And the blessing for you guys is there will be no 3D to stop you from doing anything. It'll be there, but you will be a very small part of it because you'll be in 5th dimension. Okay? And the energy is about love and take care of folks and just the whole transformational point from being in 3D, which is survival, into 5D, which Kamala Harris has already proclaimed what she's going to do with Texas. Okay? And Spirit has said that from the beginning, right? They're going to tax the 0.5% at the top to pay for food for people, housing for people. She's going to build 3 million homes, right? Well, how's she going to do that? Cut regulation, do whatever she's doing, right? Again, they're not just promises. She's going to have the power of them. Transformation. Pluto's going to be in Aquarius. Transformation. Things will not happen the same as they've happened in the past. Transformation. Things will be easier. Transformation. And I've talked about this. Spirit just showed me money. The money will the financial. God, I'm way up here. I can't think right. What is it? We're going to get a check every month, okay, from the government. Supplemental income, financial supplement, okay, $1,000 a month. Every adult in America, okay. Who's going to pay for it? Them, the people at the top. Corporations are going to pay their taxes, but we got to have we have to have a Democratic House and a Democratic Senate, right? Again, it's just the way it has to be. Do I believe it's going to happen? Exactly. And Spirit has said that for a year, at least a year, maybe more, about the election of 2024. Well, basically, he started saying it before 2020, that Democrats will be in office until 2032, 2036. Yeah. As the Republican Party shrinks. I didn't know why, but now I do. It makes sense. Makes sense. See? So it empower yourself, Spirit says. Know what you're talking about. Don't be afraid, because that's their goal, is to make you afraid. Don't worry about anything, because it's going to be fine. Okay? It's going to be fine. Can people bloviate and make up, yell forever? Forever. Again, Spirit, what's that about? I need you to help me understand, right? Because I don't. It's fear. It's fear. Working on your fear will change your freaking life. It will change your life, because it doesn't serve you any longer. It does not serve you any longer at all. All of those lifetimes are coming up to now. All that energy is coming up to now, because you're a strong enough SOB to let it go. That's why you chose it. That's why they chose you to do that. Okay? And as our alien friends disrobe and we start to see them as a vision, not as real life, right? They're going to slout out slow. Okay? They're going to be like, oh my gosh, did you see that? Kind of like Bigfoot. Yeah. Only these are real. They're real. Okay? Again, they're going to help change the energy on the planet, around the world, not just the United States. Not just here. Okay? So, there's lots to look forward to. A lot to look forward to. Try not to get into fear. Try to teach your children not to get in, and your friends not to get into fear. Your family not to get into fear, right? You can be the beacon, Spirit says, of the light. Of the light. Will people reject you? Oh, guaranteed that. Guaranteed that. Because it's foreign to them. Again, it's right place, right time, right? The people that are in front of you that you have a conversation with will have a conversation with you. Others will not. Others will not. You know, and it's okay. It's okay. Is it lonely at the start? It sucks. It sucks. You have to isolate, gotta isolate. But from what Spirit tells me, that is third dimension. As you get closer to January, February, March, that will not be the case. You will not have to do that unless you choose to do it yourself, because you're in fear. Because you're in fear. Because you're going to have an absolute switch of energy completely in your body. Completely in your body. You're going to see all kinds of cool stuff that I see. You're going to hear all kinds of cool stuff that I hear. Right? And you become a clear channel. A lot of you already channel. You just don't know that you channel. Stuff comes out of your mouth that you don't know where it came from. And you may recognize it or you may not. Yeah. Hopefully you do. Because that is a foundation, right, of your spirituality, of your connection to spirit. If you get ringing in your left ear, so spirit, who's ringing my left ear? Give them confirmation that you heard it. So spirit, why are both my ears ringing and my crown chakra's all lit up? What's that about? Guess what? Some way, somehow, they'll give you the message. Either verbally at the time, again, or on a YouTube feed, in a video, or Facebook, or Instagram, TikTok, right? Their energy. They can manipulate everything that you do and how you do it, and they know everything that you think about. Everything. And they can prolong it, like fear, or happiness, joy, or not. Well, I choose for them to end it. For them to end that type of thing, right? Again, by not even just pleading, I'm saying, okay, what the WTF? I don't understand why this is still here. Because, Bill, you have a thimbleful of that thought. Okay, is it ever going to be completely clear? Well, no. Then why are you bringing this up? To see how you react to it, Bill. Right? Right? So, give yourself love, give yourself attention, give yourself everything that you possibly can. Do that to your kids. I'm telling you what, I was going to talk about something else, but I'm not going to. I'll wait until next week, or maybe I'll do a video this weekend and put it out. But yeah. Make sure that you're conscious. Stay as conscious as you possibly can be. And I know, don't worry about prices. All right? Again, is it more expensive than it's been since the 70s? Probably so. The 70s sucked when it came to stuff. I mean, Richard Nixon and Watergate and Jimmy Carter and Gerald Ford, and we don't know what the hell we were doing back then at all. See? But it's doable. It's transformation. Okay? It is to freak us out, just like the pandemic. Pandemic was brought on the planet to change the energy on the planet, and it has. To awaken us, and it has. But it also, again, Pluto in Capricorn for the past 16 years, okay? When some companies, some things, raise prices on stuff because no one's paying attention, right? Because we can't pay attention to, again, we have so many balls in the air, we can't pay attention to everything. And it's our job to not buy it anymore or to make a big stink about it. That's our job, supply and demand. Works with gas. When we don't use enough gas, gas comes down. When the world doesn't use enough gas, gas comes down. Now they're worried about Israel starting a war with Lebanon, and gas went up by my house 15 cents a gallon overnight. Okay, get it? It'll come back down. We can't control it. Remember, guys, we can't control anything outside of ourselves. All we can do is minimize it. Minimize it. Don't let it get inside of you and fester. Don't let it get inside of you and make you crazy. Ego loves that stuff. It loves it. And when you're feeling like that, get yourself someplace where you're by yourself and vent to your guides. Spirit, blah, 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 blah. Do it. Do it. You'll feel so much better. Scream, holler, honk the horn, whatever. Whatever. Just don't do it around anybody. Because they don't deserve to hear you vent. They do. And then they fill you with white light. And you go, oh my God, I've needed to do that for so long. Of course. What do you think we do in therapy? Bitch, scream, bah. It's about, is that as we go forward, you have to do that because you're releasing third-dimensional energy, third-dimensional experiences. What pisses you off? And why does it piss you off? Probably has to do with childhood. Codependency. Mom and dad were goofballs. Again, our parents were not taught how to do anything. We have to keep reminding ourselves. Did they do the best they could? Yes. But you know what? They didn't love us the way we needed to be loved because they didn't know how to do that. Now, as we get closer to the fifth dimension, we're all about that, right? Talking to our children. I was talking to somebody last week, and Spirit gave me this, which is exactly perfect, is that they have a 3-month-old child No, 3-year-old child. And the little boy and his sister and the mom were doing something. I don't remember exactly what Spirit said. And instead of the mom being frustrated and all about her, right? She got down on her knees, looked her son in the face, and said, honey, what's wrong? What happened? Because he just shifted like that, right? As we all do. We all know that. And he looked at his mommy in the face and says, Mommy, when you said blah, 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 it made me feel bad. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. I didn't mean to say that to you. I apologize. And the little boy gave her a hug around the neck and just like, and she said, I love you so much. I would never do anything to hurt you. I never got that. My mother just said, how do you think you're talking to? Go to your room. Get outside. Whatever. Father too. But that's the way that you nurture your children. And I've preached that with Spirit for the past so since this started, since Coach for the Soul started, what you say out loud in front of your children or to your children in a wacky whatever way, your tone of voice means everything, and what you say means everything. And you got to get down on those knees, because guess what? Spirit will preach this to the day we all freaking die. That soul inside that child could be 5 times older than yours. And thinks, what is this doing this? Why is she yelling at me? I don't understand. That's what the voice inside his head is saying. Because he's 3. He doesn't get it. Why is mommy mad at me? I mean, again, if he did something wrong, again, you have to explain that you can't do that. Like I do with the dog. Honey, you can't do that. That's mine, not yours. And she looks at me with those amber eyes and goes, and gives me a lick. I get it, Daddy. She's very smart. Our children are too. Again, Daisy's a Leo. I'm a Capricorn. Guess what? We're going to have those types of things. The battles over who's in charge. I'm always going to win, I tell her. But Daddy's always going to win. I'm bigger than you. So, yeah, she starts to get it. Yeah, she starts to get it. Same thing with our children, with our grandchildren, with our children that are grown, and we can't really say, well, why would you say that? Well, Mommy, you said that to me my entire lifetime. What's that about? Well, yeah. So everything's changing, guys. Everything is changing to the point of you're going to be in bliss. You're going to be in love. You're going to be happy. You're going to be joyful. You're going to be like, I can't believe that I get to live during this time. Because we all are abundant. Your ancient money's coming. I'm telling you, your ancient money's coming in the next year or two. It's coming. Okay? And it ain't the $1,000 a month. All right? It's money. And that's because your energy body, put that away for now. Because you have to be of service to the United States of America and 300 million people who don't know what the hell's going on. And you can only say, watch Harry Potter, the first and second movies, and you'll get it. You can only say that so much. Okay? So, wow, that all went fast. Any questions, you guys, you know where to find me. Okay? If you have a question about the video, please put it on my YouTube channel. Okay? You'll help a lot of people as I answer it, or somebody else may answer it, which is kind of cool. I think I like that a lot, because everybody's kind of engaged, which is wonderful. But I'm going to post a video now, and if you would go over in about 10, 15, 20 minutes and like the video and leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Get your friends to subscribe to the channel if they're into this kind of stuff. Share the video if you want to. Yeah. Send it to your brother, your sister, your best friend, whatever, mom, dad, whoever. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. And again, if you put a comment, put the comment on the Facebook feed, I'll answer it, but it's going to be deleted at about 7 o'clock tonight. So if you have a question that's here and I don't get to it, please put it on YouTube and I'll answer it there. Okay? So namaste, everybody. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Get out of your freaking head. Okay? Love yourself. Give yourself some good food. Drink lots of water. Right? It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I know. It's not that serious. You know, it's about a joyful ending. And that's what's coming. That's what's coming. And we all know that you got to go through the bullshit before you get what you want. The blessing is, fifth dimension is right around the corner. It's months away. And we waited a long time for this. I know I have. It's been a decade since I started this journey. I was like, finally. The blessing is, if you started this later, like in the last 5 years, you have less third dimension to go through. And that's a blessing. Because trust me, you ask, they will do. Ask them out loud. Don't plead. Say, Spirit, they work for you. Don't forget, they work for you. But you got to get that communication by talking every day out loud to them so that they can actually lead you. Because you wouldn't believe how ego covers up that crown chakra and don't let nothing come in because it doesn't know what that is. And if you're not aware of that, and you're gonna kind of have a little struggle. So anyway, I'll see everybody next week. Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. See you.